There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. The Deep South's oldest rivalry will stir deep emotions. Just last year, Auburn gave the Dogs a big scare early in the third quarter, but man, did Georgia pour it on late.
Yeah, it was still 31-13, but there were some moments, there were some cracks, but Georgia took care of business. And I'll tell you what, Jesse, this is beginning to be a very one-sided rivalry. Auburn needs to show up.
Oh, he's got some space. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, and this defense is reeling already. First play of the game, and you give up an explosive play in the passing game just like that. They better collect themselves and buckle up and get ready to go.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Hits him with a stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Now adjusting. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Breaks into the open. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Georgia's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets away. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Dumps it off in the flats. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. On the run, it's Robinson. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 counts to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this if you... Attack the middle of the field. You got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Guys, let's chat a little big picture, Auburn. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Handoff to the single running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass. It's Knight. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Moves away as he feels pressure. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Sneaks into the end zone.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll try to sneak it. The sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to South Carolina.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Takes it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Stockton. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Get it out on the screen. Jukes his way from him. He smashes his way through again. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The play action fake. Here's the pressure. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw. It's Knight. Catch in the middle. It's Howard. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down.
was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking for space, it's Robinson.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tiger. A great catch and run for 6. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Stockton. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. Tight end now in motion. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So here comes the Auburn offense. He'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 21 to South Carolina. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Stockton. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Georgia going up tempo. On third down, going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They want that clock to run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time. For their offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air, it's Knight. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter.
Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. The Tigers extend that lead, and in the Deep South's oldest rivalry, looks as if the Dogs are in deep trouble.
Yeah, and this is a great sign for Auburn fans who've had to hear it for a while. Georgia's dominated this series of late. Auburn dominating today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Branch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Dogs racing to the line in the hurry up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Back to the ground game on the left. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Handoff to the lone back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a...
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. They go to the ground. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the